Hello everyone, I'm here for my second floss tube, and today I'm going to show you a little bit of cross stitch haul that I got, but I'm really going to show you all the stuff that's back here, and that's a lot of my quilting. Um, so I do dabble in a lot of quilting, a lot, and I try and do as much as I can to get projects completed like we all want to. But so what I'm going to do is first I'm going to show you what I'm going to work on this year because it's the 250th anniversary. I've decided I'm going to make a bunch of patriotic quilts, stuff that I had in my stash. I bought some stuff. I have a lot of patriotic cross stitching to show you, and I also have a lot of other things that I want to share with you that I bought. But the first thing I'm going to do is show you my patriotic stitching. Not only am I doing patriotic stitching for this year, I'm going to do Jane Austen. Her birthday was in December of 2025, her 100th birthday. But I figured I'd go ahead. I went ahead and I bought the quilt from Riley Blake from Lori Holt, and I haven't even started or worked on anything with that. But let me show you my cross stitch. The first one is here it is. I think you know this book. Okay. I have my laptop today and I don't have it on the correct setting, so these words are going to be backwards, but I'll figure it out next time. So this book here, and I'm going to do the one with the flag on it, and this is all I've got done, the house. I showed you this last time. So this is the first project that I'm going to get done. The second is the America the Beautiful with the flags, the beautiful flag on the 25 count even weave. So pretty. And then my Jane Austen is this right here. Okay. I have one more Jane Austen, but I left it upstairs, and I'll show you that next time. But I gotta show you this, what I bought in my haul. Where is it? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, right in front of me. Clara, 1876. Now look at that. I bought two kits. I bought Clara, 1876, and I bought Victoria, 1883. Just had to have them. Bought them online. I was really worried I wasn't going to be able to find one, but I did. Now, the first one I'm going to do is Clara. Isn't she so sweet? So it comes with the full kit, okay? And the kit has 37 count legacy linen smoke signal. At first I was like, why gray? But then they give you the whites so that you could see the flesh tones on that. And I was wondering, I think it's perfect. I think it's absolutely perfect. And then the lettering. I've got to find one of these spools because I want to definitely do this. It says From Sea to Shining Sea, 1766 to 2026. How could you not have that? So I'm excited about that. Very excited. I'm actually going to take this with me on a quilt retreat that I'm leaving for next Monday. I'm going to be gone for 7 days. I'll tell you more about that. I'll show you I'll show the quilts that I'm going to bring with me, all patriotic. Okay. And this one, to give you show you the back on this one. Okay. And the linen is included with the fabric. So these are like, I'm so happy to get these in the mail. So happy. Okay. The first thing I'm going to work on at my trip on the quilt retreat is American Gatherings quilt. See that? Look at all those square to square. blocks that I have to make. There's a ton of them. I have the pattern here. So I'll show you my fabric in a minute. But there are 714 square and a square blocks, and they're all red, white, and blues. And here you go. Here's all my fabric. Isn't it gorgeous? It's gorgeous. Look at it. I've got it all starch. I starch. I certainly starch everything, and that took a while to starch, but I've got it all ready, and I'm going to cut all the squares before I go on my retreat. I have a really good tool that I'm going to use to cut 2.5-inch squares. Stripology ruler. I'll have to show you that. But look at this cute little thing I got at my favorite quilt shop in La Plata, where I live. It's a little tray. Isn't that great? Has all the states on it. So I have my fabric on there, and I'm getting ready to get prepared for that quilt that I'm going to work on. And to show you what I'm going to use to help me build my blocks is I've got 2.5-inch square and a square quilt block foundation paper from It's So Emma Fat Quarter Shop. I don't have a lot of them. I'm going to have to buy some more, but that's what I'm going to be using. And then I have at a quarter ruler. I actually bought my friend. We're going on this, my best friend, we're going on this quilt trip together. So I bought her one. She might have one already, but I bought one. You need a lot of these, especially since I'm working on 700 blocks. Okay, so that's the first quilt. The second quilt is called Fly the Flag from Amy Smart of Diary of a Quilter. It's a little light here. That's a better picture of it. Right there. Isn't it pretty? And the fabrics that I have for it came in a kit from the store. And it's from Riley Blake Designs. And it's called Independence. It's gorgeous. I haven't starched it yet, but I plan to do that this week before we leave. And here are the fabrics. Here, I'm going to show you these because they're unique. These are the circle stars, red. I have a blue with drums on them. These would make great bags. In fact, I'm going to show you a kit I have. Now look at this. This has the maps. A map. Old style map. Look, you can see Pennsylvania, Virginia. Isn't that fantastic? And a blue one with stars. And this is very Revolutionary War bicentennial. I have a blue one with stars. Another bicentennial, lighter color. Let's see if there's any other good ones in here that I can point out that kind of don't look the same. Well, this is another map one with blue. And this one here has flags on it, little flags. So I've got that kit ready for that pattern. I've got to starch it, and the backing is just going to be a white backing. But I am excited. Here's the pattern again. It's going to be this one with the white backing. And all the colors are so bright. The flags are gonna look really good. Okay. Oh, I didn't show you this one. This one is the best. I think this is going to be, well, I'm not sure. Let's see where it says Independence. There. Okay, that's the second one. The third one is another Riley Blake pattern, and it's going to be an easier one, a 62 by 62 Freedom Garden. It's from a panel. I also bought this at Material Girls. I've got two of the panels to make the quilt, and then the fabric. It's got stripes in it to make the flags. See that? It's going to be great. And probably easier than the other quilt and the one with 700 squares. Okay. And then I have white, and this I believe is going to be the binding. So when I see a kit, I usually grab it pretty quick because it picks the fabric out for you already, especially if you love the pattern. Okay. All right. So I showed you those 3 kits. That's mostly what I'm going to work on. I'm going to concentrate, and it's a week. So this, you know, when I get tired of making these squares, I have 2 other patterns, 2 other quilts to finish. And I want to show you what I bought, because I am in the bag making business right now, and I bought these on Etsy, and they're little kits. I'm a sucker for a kit to make a bag. Look at that charm. Look at that charm. Oh, that really, I was so happy when I saw that. It got me for sure. So in the kit, you get the charm. These, first, let me tell you who I bought them from. Count on Linens. Jill Webb on Etsy. Count on Linens. She had a bunch of kits, but she sold most of them. She might put some more up, I'm not sure. But it comes with the zipper, the double zipper there. Okay, the charm, the zipper, and then the bicentennial fabric. See, I bought this before I bought that kit, and now I have enough to make a bag. And I'm gonna put one of the ladies in there that I'm cross stitching in the bag for that bag. So, okay, the second kit I bought. What's this one here? It's so pretty. If you love hydrangeas, look at that. Look at that charm. Quilty Charms from Riley Blake. Package. Isn't it beautiful? And the fabric that I got a white zipper. And here, these are very soft lilac, lavender colors. One has words on it. What does it say? Paris. Oh, I didn't notice that. That's great. And one has little swirls. There's the writing. Paris. And she gives you quilting batting to go with it. I'll have to put all that together because I had it all neat. Okay. And this, I bought this also. From Cloth and Fable. Every thread tells a story. And it's a PDF pattern. Well, you could buy a PDF, but I got the printed copy of a little bag that you can make. And it's got EPP. And I love EPP. Let me show you a picture of it. Quilted Hexie zipper pouch. Bought that kit on Etsy. Kind of crazy. You're gonna notice that I buy a lot of. Oh, it comes with little pixies, a zipper, the fabric. Here, I'm gonna show you the fabric. Just some blues. Pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? And I think I'm going to bring this with me. I'm bringing the bag stuff with me because I want to make more bags, and if I need a break from working on a quilt, sometimes you need a little break. So I'm going to bring all 3 of these, and that's what I'll be working on as well. I have everything here. And my friend, she's going to go, oh, I love it. Where'd you get it? And then I have these fabrics here from Riley Blake, and I think they're part of that other quilt, the Freedom Garden quilt. But I'm going to make some bags with these. I bought some extra fabric. Well, then I bought this one. And this beautiful one right here. Isn't that pretty? So these are for my Patriotic stitches, the bags. Okay, the other thing I'm going to make is I bought this kit in that quarter shop a little while ago, and there's a free pattern that they have on there. I bought the Jolly Bar, which is 1/2 of a layer cake. Belle Isle Jolly Bar, and it comes with the pattern. Well, it comes with a pattern for River Stars, but I'm making a table runner, and the pattern I have to print it out before I leave, but the pattern's online and it's free from Fat Quarter Shop. So I'm going to use this Jolly Bar. See if I can give you some. Well, it's plain. Let's see. It's got little stripes, and there's stars in here, so it'll have a little bit of patriotic, but I'm making a table runner for the holidays with this. I bought the kit a while ago, and it has the finishing, the backing, and the borders for that. I also bought some of these alpha clippies. I got these at I didn't get them at Fat Quarter Shop. I got them at my quilt store, my local quilt store, Material Girls. And it has, if you use the alpha bitties, they're, you know, flat little tiles, but these have the clips on the back. Isn't that great? So I'm really into here, and I have these, the other ones here on my desk. You could see how little. Oh, I picked up the H and the U. I'll still use those, but these clip. So I'll have fun with those. Let's see what else I did. I went to a class at my local quilt store and made a bag. It's called the Tote Alley Easy Simple Totes for Beginners. And I made this bag, and I put the pocket on the inside. And I made it out of this shell fabric. Just a cute little beach bag. It'll be one of the bags. It's not the biggest, but it'll work. You know, when it's just a short day at the beach. So I've got the shell fabric, and I've got, oh, you can't see it because of the light. Maybe you can. Here's the pocket inside. Right here, my cell phone. I thought it was cute. It was a great pattern, and it was easy. And once you do one bag, you could work another one really fast. Once you get to know the pattern. I realized that. All right, so I mostly went through everything that I purchased. I have a few more things. Oh, okay. Before I show you that, I want to show you the other quilt that I'm working on for my retreat. This quilt I was making for my father-in-law, and I didn't get to finish it before he passed. And it was really sad. But I'm going to finish it. It has a patriotic theme, and it's a quilt jelly roll pattern from Fat Quarter Shop, and I've got half of it done. So I've got to pull the pattern, bring it with me, and take out all this and sort it and see where I'm at with it. But it shouldn't take me long. But it's going to be very pretty red, white, and blue. And this is the backing. Let's see if I can. I bought the backing on Etsy. So let's see what the name of the Portsmouth. Minnick & Simpson. Portsmouth. That's the fabric. Minnick & Simpson. Oh, a few years ago. A little older. But, and then, oh, this is the backing. Because I have a lot of this. This is the backing, and this is the border. Oh, that's going to look really nice. And then the blocks. I will show you pictures of my progress when I get back. Okay. So basically today I kind of did a show and tell. I didn't get a lot of cross stitch done because I've been prepping and I've been working. But the last thing I want to, there's two other things I want to show you that I got. This here is Garden of Quilts from Lori Holt. She's a genius. She's a complete genius when it comes to things like this. But isn't that pretty? I got the kit. So I got all the thread. It is the Classic Color Works. And look, there's an enamel needle minder. I gotta look online for that. I didn't see that before. But that's the thread kits. And the Milk and Honey is 28 count cast shell linen. Now, I want to make a correction about my last video. I went and I watched it, and I kept saying cashew linen, and it's cast shell linen, and I needed to correct myself. So I'm really glad that I saw this. I don't know. Every time I mentioned it, I said cashew, and I have no idea why. But it's 28 count cast shell linen that I'm using from Fiber on a Whim. It'll be real pretty. I'll take it out. Oh yeah, it's perfect. It'll be real pretty. And with all these colors. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna work on getting that kitted up because I'd like to start it in spring. Just start. I haven't figured out what my schedule is going to be with cross stitch, but I'm basically really concentrating on getting all that patriotic stuff done. Okay. And then I went and I bought this fabric from my local quilt shop. It reminded me Material Girls Quilt Boutique. They're great, and you can get them online. It reminded me of, Jane Austen. And I thought maybe that I would make a quilt, either a log cabin, or I would make an Irish chain. But this is going to be the background, and it has little bows on it. It's really hard to see. Don't think you could see it. Let's see. Yeah, it's really hard for you to see. But it would be this would be really good to use in the Irish chain with the dark pinks. I might use this. No, that's too light. Perhaps that and that and that. We'll have to see. But the more I think about it, the more log cabin comes to mind. And yesterday I was looking online and I saw an not embroidery, but in the hoop, quilting in the hoop, a design used for a log cabin quilt. And I saved it because I think I'm going to buy the embroidery files, because and then I could make the log cabin with these. I'll have to see. Okay, so that is my huge haul. And my favorite, the two things that are my favorite is this, which I can't wait to start working on. I'm taking this on my trip too. I'm taking everything Patriotic and Jane Austen. And my second favorite is this American Gatherings 3 by Primitive Gatherings quilt kit. The box is empty because of all the fabrics right over here. But that is my second favorite. And I can't wait to work on it. So, I'm leaving next Monday. Not tomorrow, because today's Sunday. Next Monday. And I'll be back Tuesday night. And then I go back to work Wednesday. So I'll probably film at the beginning of April before Easter. I'll film and I'll show you my progress. I hope to have a lot of cross stitch progress, because I am bringing cross stitch with me on my trip, because sometimes you need a break, and maybe at night I can cross stitch a little bit. But I really would like to get through all of this. So that's my concentration mostly, is to get the Clara started, at least. My friend, she's going to go wild when she sees this. Unless she's, she doesn't really cross stitch a lot, but she's a quilter and she's got a long arm quilt machine. But she might look at this and go, "Oh, Donna, where did you get that?" But so I'm gonna have that, and the Housewives of Cross Stitch, their flag, Stars and Stripes cross stitch pattern. I'm gonna get that worked on. I'm really going to concentrate and get those done for the year. And while I'm looking over here, this is a quilt kit that I actually sold online, because I don't think, and I was going to show it to you, but it sold today on eBay. So I got to mail that out. I don't usually sell a lot of my stuff, but I do get rid of things. If I need to, I give them away to my friends. When I go up to Ohio, is where I'm going for this quilt retreat, I'm going to have a little gift box for my best friend, and I'm going to give her some stuff that I'm probably not going to use, and stuff I think she would like. So I go through all my stash and I give her some patterns I've used before. I actually got a book to give her because I bought 2 copies of it and didn't realize it. So she's getting Fat Quarters from Lori Holt. She's getting a Fat Quarter Shop book from it's from Itso Emma, and it has a lot of quilts in it. And she's getting a few other things. But I made a big mess over here that I have to clean up. Well, I'm really happy to be talking to you again. I didn't have a lot of progress to show you on my cross stitching, but I really wanted to show you what I was bringing with me on my quilt trip because I have a lot of nice things. I'm so happy with all the shopping that I did and the great things that I got. But you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll be talking to you in 2 weeks. Have a great week and enjoy. Bye-bye.